Ow, ow. Wow. That has a bite. So I just drank some lemon juice. And I gotta say, that is quite a bite. And that is what this TV show Game of Thrones also has. Wow, what a bite. Guys, this is my review for Game of Thrones, the first season. Wow, let me just say this. There aren't too many TV shows that I have seen where the first episode literally just grips you and makes you throw everything down, everything that you're doing, homework, chores, whatnot, and actually sit down and watch a couple episodes, binge watch the heck out of it, and enjoy it too. Guys, Game of Thrones, for those of you that don't know, follows 9 kingdoms, 9 characters worth of characters, and the political and violent turmoil that goes on in those 9 kingdoms. And I know what you guys are probably thinking. Is it Lord of the Rings? Well, it kind of, but at the same time, it's so much more violent, and that's kind of hard to put into words because Lord of the Rings is violent in itself, but Game of Thrones is a lot more violent, and it takes a little bit more risks, and it's kind of like difficult to explain because I think that Lord of the Rings was a game-changing movie franchise, and that also took risks. And it's not to say that Game of Thrones takes more risks. Actually, I should say it does, because you have no clue who's going to survive and who doesn't. With Lord of the Rings, you kind of did know who was going to survive and who wasn't, but with Game of Thrones, you have no clue. And what I really liked about the show especially is that the characters that you really like, and the characters that you hate, you really hate. Let's just talk about Prince Joffrey for a second. From the moment I saw him, I was like, something is off about this guy. And I couldn't quite put my finger on it, but then I just realized, he's a jerk. Quite simply the biggest jerk I think I've seen on TV. Like, I'm in the first season now I'm saying that. Like, I can only imagine, like, in the next couple seasons what I'm going to be thinking. Like, this guy, like, I'm speechless. I want to talk about something else. You know, let me just talk about this. The opening titles are so meticulously well crafted, and the music playing over it is so good. It really just brings you into this world and doesn't let you go. And I finished it's only 10 episodes, but it's an hour apiece. I finished it in 4 or 5 days. And I have to say, it was such a great feeling when I finished it, because I was like, wow, I was like, what have I just experienced? This is only the first season. And as far as flaws go, I have to be honest, there's not many flaws. The only flaw I can possibly nitpick is pacing-wise. There are a couple episodes where it lost its momentum about halfway, but then it picked it up towards the end. And that's also the great thing about the show, guys. It may be a little dull in the middle, but you can bet everything in your bank account that the final 10 minutes of every episode will grip you back in and make you want to watch the next episode. I kid you not. And that, my friends, is a great TV show when it can do that. So I will be giving Game of Thrones, the first season, a 4.75 out of 5-star rating, and I would highly recommend that you watch the show if you haven't. And if you noticed, this was a spoiler-free review, pretty much just kind of summing up what I think of the first season as a whole, because this show, no spoilers. You guys should have no spoilers. This show is really good. And I will be giving you guys my second season review probably in a week or so, depending on how fast I finish the second season. But look for a second season review soon. And if you haven't done so already, hit the subscribe button. And